Welcome to Retirement with Jim. So today, I'm going to tell you to stop worrying. So before we get started, if you like my content, please consider hitting the like button and subscribe to my channel. It helps my channel grow. So with that, we'll get started. So I'm going to tell you to stop worrying about whether your money is going to last, whether your financial plan is good enough, and start enjoying your retirement. It's okay to be concerned about your money, your situation, but you need to stop worrying about it. You're giving yourself unnecessary stress, and you're not really enjoying your retirement. Excuse me. So look around you. Find things, that you can enjoy, parks, Mother Nature, go out hiking, hobbies, travel, volunteering. There is so many things that you could do. And of them, it doesn't include worrying about your money. You've put your plan together, you've worked on it, and it's time to go out and enjoy the fruits of your labor. Now, excuse me, if you feel like you might need to make an adjustment, well, then you make an adjustment. Whether it's doing something that will bring in more money, or how you take your money to make it last. There are steps that you can do along the way that always can change the outcome. So that's just kind of the normal case of the normal course of things that that you will do. So try new things. Maybe something out there will stick with it, stick with you and you'll like it, and maybe not. It's kind of like no harm, no foul. So if you go out there and find something new, give yourself the chance to enjoy it. You may always have wanted to do something, whether it's taking up, golf or a hobby. It doesn't mean you're necessarily going to be the best at it or great at it. And you may find that maybe the hobby that you turns out, you just really didn't enjoy as much as you thought you might have, and you move on and go to something else. But take a look around you. There's so many things you can try and do and work on. Once you retire, to the next thing is the social interaction. For me, I get to interact with my wife all the time, probably more so than she may want. At work, my interaction was with an average group of about 50 people. So for me, that was huge for me to lose. And everyone's different, but you have to know and understand that it's important to have some interaction, some social interaction. You don't want to become a hermit. You don't want to go into a recluse, but having some interaction socially is very valuable to you. And kind of the next thing I really thought about is I love having no schedule. I love that, that I get to do what I want, when I want, or do nothing and enjoy the heck out of that. Most people focus only on the financial side, which is important, but it's only one part of your retirement. Retirement is kind of, broken into, some sections there. You've got your pre-retirement. You're getting ready the last few years. You certainly have been saving and preparing for it. Once you retire, you've got that honeymoon phase. Everyone's honeymoon phase is different. Everyone's retirement is different, let alone your honeymoon phase. You're just enjoying the heck out of it, what you're doing, and finding that this is just great. But then once the honeymoon kind of is over, it's like, what do I do now? You've got to figure out, what's the next step for yourself. Finding your retirement groove, structure versus freedom. I don't really for me, I don't care too much for, like I said previously, the structure. I love the freedom of just doing what I want when I want, and works well for me. And so you gotta kind of decide for yourself. But there are more things to retirement than just about money and just about, is my money going to last? Don't put yourself in a position where you worry so much that you're not enjoying your retirement. Remember, there are many things, in retirement. Financial is just one of them. With that, I'm going to tell you, have a great day, and I will see you in the next one.